Hola muchachos. Okay, this video we're going to talk about the verb ser and the verb estar. The problem is that they both mean to be. So we run into an issue when we're trying to say I am, which could be this one or it could be this one. So we'll talk about when to use ser and when to use estar in a minute. But first of all, let's go over the forms. They're both, estar's not that irregular, but ser is really irregular. So for ser, we have the yo form, which would be to say I am, is soy. The tu form, you are, is eres. And then you, the other way to say you are, and then he is, and she is, and it is es. Okay? Over here for nosotros, we have somos. This is sois. Again, we won't use that one. And over here we have son. Okay? So this is we are, and this is you guys are, or they are. Okay? Now let's go over and do estar. Same thing. It's going to mean the same thing, just different forms though. So for the yo form, we have estoy, which means I am. Estás. This one needs an accent. You are. And then we have está, which could work for you are, the usted form. He is, she is, or it is. Okay? And then over here we have estamos. We are. This is estáis. E-S-T-A-I-S. And then this is están. So notice these three need accents. Otherwise, they mean something else. So if you take the accent off, this is estas, which means these, and esta, which means this. So you just pronounce them a little differently, and it changes the meaning. Okay? All right, so those are my two different sets of forms. And again, depending on our subject, we'd pick different forms of these. Now, here's when we use ser, and I use a little acronym called Doctor Help. Okay, so we can use doctor over here. I'll have to write kind of small here. You can zoom in if you need to. Doctor, and then this one is help. Okay, so the doctor stands for description. The D is description, so when you're describing something, just think of the D and the C are very similar because this C is going to be characteristics. But just think of if somebody came in, you saw a crime happen and the police asked you later, said like, oh, describe this guy. And you're saying, oh, he was 6'2", he was tall, he was short, ugly, whatever. That's, you'd use the verb ser, for that. Okay, the O stands for origin. And that's the word de. De means of or from. And so you say, yo soy de, I am from this place. You can say, de donde eres, where are you from? Okay? But a lot of times for origin, you're going to see the word de. C is characteristic. T is time. So when you say son las ocho, es la una, you're going to use these forms of ser to tell time. O is occupation. Oh, geez, I put occupations. It's what you do. So even if you're not actually getting paid for it, like you're a student, you'd still use ser. Yo soy alumno or estudiante. And the R is relation. He is my son. Él es mi hijo. Okay? All right, so those are the different, that's the different times you're going to use ser when you're trying to say I am or we are or they are. For over here, under help, we use estar when we're describing our health. So, sick, tired, depressed, nervous, all that types of things used. Oh, nervous would probably be an emotion. That's this next one. Very close though. So health or emotion. Also when you're describing a location, I'm going to put the word en in parentheses. Remember, en it can be in, on, or at. A lot of times we forget it can mean at. And so like, oh, I'm at school, I'm in the car, I'm on the building, I don't know. But anyway, these are all words to describe, to indicate that we're talking about somebody's location, okay? And then the P is for present progressive. And we'll go over that one later. That's the progressive. And that's when we're change the verb to the ing form. Like I am going, I am walking. Let me erase this right here, okay? So here's my advice to you if you're trying to figure out if it's ser or estar. I would not worry about this so much. There's a lot of stuff over there under ser. I would more worry about these three. Am I describing my health? Am I talking about my emotion? Or am I telling someone where I am, where I'm located? If it's one of those three, it's got to be estar. If it's not, it's going to be ser. Okay? Okay, I think that's about it for ser and estar.